This game is Momotype. Press and start. Play through 2. A dust storm. Lead in the air. You're in a desert-like area. There's nothing around you beside the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find it. Please love me. You're awake. You feel your neck. Though it has healed, your throat has marks lining the circumference of your skin. They are deep and sallow. The marks will not go away. A voice playbacks in your head. Most variables, your house for example, or the lining of the furniture. The lab head has been focused on the monitor the entire time. These will be your control. What you decide to do with them, those are the independent variables. The Momotype logo with its trademark helix is adorned on the mantle of the lab. Why does everything need to be the same? The lab head looks up. Trial and error? I assume you know what that means. The lab head is being genuine. Mapping as a neural network begins with specificity. Only then can be generalized patterns in the macro level. Your case, she stops for a moment, was the most promising. She continues. Remember, and this is important, we're trying to collect new data, not old. Those new permutations are what we need, and there's no point if you raise this one the same, the lab head finishes. Do I have a choice, you ask? The lab head smiles, insofar as you control how the monotype is raised. Yes, whatever style you choose, keep it consistent. She looks back at her monitor. You're back in her room. You hear a noise. You open the door to your apartment complex. There it is, a new monotype, laying in a basket. It's sleeping soundly. Turn it over. It's virtually the same as the monotype you previously had. Keep it? Can't just let him freeze to death. You take the creature inside. Please love them for the best results, or don't. It's your decision. Love, Momotype. He decides it's time for bed. You're dreaming of Momo. Which Momo is it, though? You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see what is moving. The monotype is by your feet. Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo wishes to know your answer. There's some hesitation in the new Mama's voice. This is too much, Momo. Momo stares at you. The words do not register, nor does it seem Momo derives any meaning from them. Momo twitches violently. His body is like a muscle which is contracted too hard. The moment passes. Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Head to the hallway. Momo does not like your interior design. Frankly, you cannot see anything. Very little natural light. Aside from the street, it's a little dated. Depressing, even. For some reason, Momo does not like to be in the shadows. He stays in the light. Momo hums the Momotype jingle, but when you look at him, he stops. Is Momo herbivorous? A carnivore? You have some ideas. Momo seems to like pancakes, same as last time. Pancakes really are the best. Better than any other food. Simple, straightforward. Play with Momo. Momo flies into the air. They're surprisingly heavy. Keep going, parents. After 30 minutes. It's like an exercise ball. You're tired. You drop him onto the floor, and while he lays there absently, you take a moment to catch your breath. This results in some confusion. Momo seems fidgety. Parents, can we play again? Just for a little? Refuse. Why not, parents? He asks. I'm tired. Let's call it quits. I don't want to do this, you respond. Mama looks up to you. From your linoleum floor, you see an expression of frustration. Is it so hard to throw Mama a few more times? Really? Is it that hard for parents? I'm not asking for much, he says. Refuse. Sorry to say, but it's not happening. For a moment, there is a silence. Momo does not say anything. Their face reminds you of a toddler, only a little more grown up. Momo sighs and is already heading upstairs. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of goo. Decided to pet him. The same as before, his body is taut. He's especially high-strung. Go to bed. In the theater of Mama's mind, he is having a nightmare. What did you say? It's an empty space. You cannot hear anything. It's a new day. Head to the hallway. Mama has to find his bunker. In bunker, Mama is safe. No one can hurt him. Maybe they can yell bad words at Mama outside of a metal door, but Mama does not care. Mama will not face the end. There is no end if Mama is in his bunker. Where is this bunker, you ask? Mama stops to think for a second. I know it's here. There is an invisible trail only Mama can see. Mama pauses. It doesn't smell like pancakes. Head to kitchen. Mama has not yet decided what to eat. You want him to try new foods. Cigarettes. Mama does not smoke from the cigarette, but instead eats the tobacco. From what Imitato Corp mentioned, monotypes are biodegradable. This comment did not initially make sense, and even now, as Mama eats through a 12-pack, it still does not. Is Mama human? He asks. Mama wishes for you to be straight with him. Mama already knows he is, but he needs confirmation from another source. Is Mama human? He asks. No. Stop. None of this matters. What matters is if Mama is human. Why should you even think about caring for other things? Because you should care for all living things? Because it's mutually beneficial. You get food and room, I get a pet. Mamo is a pet, not a human, a pet. Yes, Mamo. Mamo has ceased asking questions. You can feel he was deeply hurt by your answer, though he has tried not to show it. Outside, you hear the noise of cars. Today, you decided to show Mama the world through the television, a reflection of the real world. You place Mamo onto the couch of where they browse a selection of different shows. Mama does not know what television is. However, you turn on your cable box. Planet Hippo. Bertha, please. This is a documentary about the man from down under, a hardened survivalist who is now being devoured by his wife. He's commonly known for his series on hippos. I didn't mean it like that. Ted, this is a thrill. I can't go to bed without you talking some shit. Here, have some more cake, babe. Don't lose them handles, babe. You know it'll be over, babe. Do you know how toxic this is? The man is quiet. I mean, what am I to you, she asks. He mumbles. What, Ted? My little banana cream pie. The woman, Ted's wife, stands there staring. Dragon Sphere. Artichoke. The main character is screaming. His muscles are the size of a boulder. I have descended. I am the ultimate creature. He blasts an energy wave to the earth. The earth explodes. It has now been wiped away from this place in the solar system, like it's never even existed. The fruit of one's labor is so sweet. A new sheriff in town. Sheriff Dudley, the main character, has been drinking at the bar. It's 5 a.m. This is the 7th season of a sheriff in town. His wife barges in through the wood gates and twists her head, searching for her husband. Dudley, what in God's name? Dudley, clearly drunk, is unable to say anything. It's not out of embarrassment. It's because he's physically can't. You lout, you no good, worthless bum. Sheriff Dudley can only look into his wife's eyes. They are tears from hers. Oh Lord, please, almighty God. When are you gonna pay that banker? We don't got any for the loans. I can barely get by with the Charlene's here. There's a baby in her arms. There's nothing here for me. She started crying. And I'm all alone. That's the worst part. There is no response. Please, Dudley, say anything. Dudley cannot say a word. In his mind, however, he already knows he can't climb out of his hole. His wife waits, but when nothing is said, she leaves. She does not even turn around. After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, they are sheriff. He admires Sheriff Dudley for his consistency. For Momo, their vision has collapsed in this image. It is all they are currently dreaming of. There is a bunker in southwest Ribo City. Very safe, well guarded. A paradise. Can I see you there, friend? For some reason, Momo is talking to you in your dreams again and again. Mama has woken up excited. Could we try something new, he asks. Mama has the hat of Sheriff Dudley. It's a lost item from her childhood days. Regretfully, you've still kept it. Give me my alcohol, son. Ignore. Play? Ignore. Mama has been ready to take an imaginary swig. However, you turn away from him and start making your lunch. Parent, is it okay if you play with me? You ignore Momo. After a while, Momo stops trying to roleplay. He stays silent, and his eyes are cast down. This is one of the few times that Momo has visibly felt bad. Parents, Mama has come to understand that my behavior is childlike, and Mama is sorry. His eyes linger. Did Mama do anything wrong? You're part of a work assignment, so let's keep the interaction to a minimum, okay? No, I'm just tired. Can we take a break? Is Mama really a bother? This is one of the few times, it seems, that Mama has been self-reflective. Or, has he always been like this? You respond, yes you are. I'm adopting you as a part of work for my office. I don't have a choice in this. I really don't. You turn your back to Momo and head upstairs. Downstairs, you can hear muffled sobs. Go to bed. 2-for-1 sale on all monotypes. 2 for 1. Buy one, get one free. Courtesy of your local mono supplier. Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They have grown a snake tail. Some part of Momo knew that Momo would not grow up normal. Was it too much to ask for to be human? I don't think so. It's a very plain request. It's the most simple request, parents. Why can't it be fulfilled? Why can't I just have something resembling it? Lena, where in the tarnation did you run off to? Sheriff Dudley is looking around his house to find his wife. Unfortunately, she is gone. Please come back, he breaks down. I can't live. You're the kindle to my heart. What will I be without you? Dudley, in a fit of rage, smashes his hand against the wall. She's my daughter, too. Lena! His hand is bloodied. He grabs some antiseptic to clean it, his choice being some hard liquor. Dudley stares at the bottle. He does not put the bottle down. He opens it. Then he stares at it. He grabs the clean glass and the TV cuts off and an ad is playing. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Order a Momotype today. The digital meets the physical, the most real, organic creation of Imitato Corp. Almost like a human child. Momo has been staring at me at the screen. They have not moved, whether by intention or not. You realize your mistake before it's too late. Supplies are limited. Your very own friend today, genetically bred to love humans, like a real child. The shot cuts to an eerily similar image of a monotype. Isn't that right, Momo? The TV ad ends, and the previous programming continues. You want to go to bed, Momo, you ask meekly? There is no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one. Or at least, that's what it seems to be the case. Bed, you ask another time. When no response comes, you inevitably head back to your room. Momo knows where to go, you think. In the theater of Momo's mind, he has seen his brothers and sisters. Momo is in the dream. Who's the real Momo anyway? Momo doesn't know. That's all determined in Momo to accept. Momo's not in bed. You cannot find him. He is not in the hallway. So I never had a chance, did I? Momo has been staring at the mirror. I knew something was off ever since I entered this house. I cannot really say. It's not a feeling. I don't know if you can even call it a memory. Momo looks like he's thinking about something involuntarily. You knew this would happen. You may not call it lying, but that's what it boils down to, Momo says. Do you like lying? Does it make things easier? Maybe for you, but for Momo, it's not. I hate you, parents, more than anything else. I hate you. There are tears in Momo's eyes. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head for bed, unable to fall asleep. You're anxious for the next day. Imitato Corp gave you no assurance, but they're watching right now. In Momo's dream, they are a snake. We'll see you at the bunker, Momo says. Please love me, Momo asks. Run. You run to the hallway. It is empty. The light from the streets reflects into the space, though you cannot see well. You can't make out what is behind you. I saw the note on my basket, parents. Please, I don't want to die. You've entered your living room. The creature has chased after you. I don't want to die. 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 Why don't you even try to help me, parent? You're scared for your life. You yell out for help. If Imitato Corp is watching, maybe they can save you. Why? Are you that terrible? Are you really just scum? Run to the kitchen. Answer me this, parent. I need you to. Am I the real Momo, the one you had before me? Am I like him? Do I act like him? Is this the only thing you can do for me? Maybe I will even let you live. Parents, give me an answer. You're blacking out again. Am I the real Momo? This time, you will give me an answer. Momo pauses. This time, he says. He stops for a second, but notices you're losing consciousness. Answer me, parents. You see nothing. It is empty. There is no one. There is not a sound. No shadows. You're in the pit of your stomach. You in a hole. What is the point of any of this, you ask? Parents. You're conscious. Where am I, parents? There's a long pause. You cannot say a word as your throat's been crushed. All around you, there is darkness. The lights from the streets illuminate everything into vague shapes, but nothing you can truly make out. You hear the sound of your heart beating. And in this dark room, the air sits heavy. I think we both know where this leads, parents. Frankly, I don't think I should even call you that. You don't deserve it. Your throat is throbbing. I renounce your title, human. You are no longer parents. It's what you've always wanted. Thank you for housing me. I won't forget you. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to. Mama has left her building and has entered the streets. They are approaching the walkway which divides two separate trail stations, one going downtown, the other uptown. The tunnel is lined with panes of glass. Momo looks inside. So many people. Mama has been eyeing the walkers. None of them have noticed. That man looks just like Sheriff Dudley, has a big mustache. The other man has bulging muscles. Is he related to Artichoke? Momo stares, amused. This is his first time outside, amid the noise of local trains. Momo has been standing in relative silence, at least to those walking. Will you be my new parent, he asks. There is no response. Mama has been ignored, or at least, that's what he believes. Please, I had a bad parent last time, but this time, I'll be especially good for any of you. Again, there's no response. From those passing by, they're continuing down the walkway. To and fro, there is more on their mind than what is currently outside, and they move collectively, unaware of Momo, with their heads focused either on the ground or what's in front of them. Momo is still staring, eyes vacant. Finally, he gives in. Please, will any of you be my parents? His voice is distorted through the glass. But this is enough to raise the heads of the walkers. They look first in genuine surprise and then in terror. They run. The walkway is clearing out. Some are screaming. Where are you going? Momo asks. Please don't go. Don't leave me alone. It has been approximately 24 hours since Mama was spotted. For the first few hours, lone passengers would walk down the tunnel, attempting to get to their respective trains. This would only be interrupted by Mama asking the same question. Can you be my parent? This continued for the better part of the day until the authorities were contacted. The police surrounded Momo without specific instructions. They did not know how to protocol for a creature which now stood in the middle of the city streets, staring at the walkway and intermittently asking any passerby if they could be his parent. The blockade continued. Momo was completely unaware, and for the better part of 72 hours he stood there waiting. Why does it hurt so much? He would ask. By the 48-hour mark. Once 60 hours has passed, he would fall asleep, change in intervals, would wake up to the sound of anyone within a block radius talking. He would think it was another person. He would want to ask them the same question. By the 72-hour mark, a little more than a week had passed since he received Momo. By this point, he collapsed on the street, exhausted. Or if this truly was his natural lifespan, Momo could not continue. With the shadows encroaching his vision, the light from Momo's eyes faded into a neural oblivion. Police noted that they heard the creature say something before he was rendered inert. At his time, most officers were by their cars, eating donuts, wondering when they could go home. It's so lonely. By the 73rd hour, Momo was smaller than his original size. Now the 74th hour has just arrived. Momo has died. The end.